The jury is in place and opening statements begin tomorrow in the retrial of former UC officer Ray Tenzing. My co-anchor Tanya O'Rourke leads our coverage from outside the Hamilton County Courthouse tonight. Tanya.
Hello, Craig. And I guess we could call this the calm before the trial really gets ramped up. A jury was seated before lunchtime today, and similar to Ray Tenzing's first trial last year, jurors were bussed to the scene where Tenzing shot Sam DuBose right after they were sworn in. Tomorrow is the first step in those 12 people deciding the fate of Ray Tenzing. It is supposed to be a jury of your peers, so we wanted to know, really, is that the case here? So let's bring in my colleague Tom McKee, who has asked that question of some legal scholars in town, some attorneys, and what did you find?
Well, some well-known attorneys to handle criminal defense work. There are 3 African-American jurors on this particular panel, one more than the case that ended in the mistrial. Experts I talked with today say that 25% figure is right average with the black population of Hamilton County. So it's going to be a very diverse jury that's going to hear this high-profile case.
The jury in the Ray Tenzing retrial contained 7 white females, 2 white males, 2 black females, and 1 black male. That's 1 more minority than heard the first Tenzing case, which ended with a hung jury. I asked attorney Merlin Shiverdecker to put that in perspective.
I think it's more important for the community to have diversity in the makeup than it is particular either party.
In other words, does that reflect the county's population? Rodney Harris of the Black Lawyers Association says yes, it does.
Anytime you're talking about 3 out of 12 for any jury in the county, that's about where it should be.
Harris added diversity becomes extremely important when it's time for juror deliberations to begin.
Once you get race, culture into the conversation in that jury room, it changes people. They get exposed to different cultures, different races, different issues that they may not have thought about just because without that person there, the conversation didn't go that direction.
So if you're prosecuting or defending the case, who would you want in the jury box? I posed that question to defense attorney Marty Pinellas.
If you are from the prosecution point, if the people are following what would be perceived feelings, then I think it would be very good for the prosecution. From the defense point of view, I think they would rather not have an African American.
Now, Ray Tenzing's parents have been in court every single day during this proceeding, so have many members of the DuBose family. But many of them are going to be missing tomorrow's opening statements because, as one family member put it, that's all she'd say would be, we've had another family tragedy.
Oh, no.
So we'll see what happens.
Okay, thanks so much, Tom. And we should mention opening statements start right about 9:30. Prosecution goes first. Defense can wait and delay until they begin their own case, but that's not really always what happens. We do know who is expected to take the witness stand tomorrow, and that will be UC Police Lieutenant Tim Barge, Officer Philip Kidd, and Officer David Lindenschmidt. It's worth noting these were the 3 who were also the first 3 to testify in the November trial, Ray Tenzing's first trial. A civilian witness will also take the witness stand, expected to anyway tomorrow. Now, usually we would ask the attorneys in the case who they plan to call each day, the next day for trial. But in this case, there's a gag order that the judge has put into place. So ironically a little bit, Judge Leslie Giz had to be the one to go to the media room today to give out the list of names that will be on the stand tomorrow. Kind of interesting. Back to you, Craig.